Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Firstly, I want to thank everybody over on IG and over here for all your beautiful well-wishing towards Hagen's 18th birthday yesterday. It was so wonderful and it was a great restful day. And I came across some of my absolute favorite artwork by one of my favorite artists, Brian Fraud, and I just love this deck. I love everything fairy and mystical that he creates in his world. The dark crystal, all this beautiful stuff for Jim Henson, absolutely magical. So I feel I am kind of channeling more like what you want to create for a clear vision for your future and how you're going to connect with the universe. We're going to all start by feeling grateful for everything and surrender to the outcome. And when we surrender to and have trust in the divine timing, things will come to pass for us. So what I think that this is basically going to all be about is our higher selves and our guides and where they're directing us over. I keep seeing 60, so let's take this in for the next 60 days. And remember, we can reset any kind of patterns, and all these scientific studies have been done that we can form an entirely new habit or behavior over 30 days. That means you can be so used to full sugar drinks, and then you slowly start drinking something else for 30 days. You acquire a taste for that, and that becomes a habit. It can be exercise, it can be dropping swearing, it can be whatever it is, whatever new behavior you want to bring in, and have the intentionality for that change, right? Which I really, really like. So create a clear vision for yourself and then connect with the universe for this. It can be anything. Mine is definitely modifying my diet a bit and, less fat, sugar, salts, and all of that. So I can integrate more healthy behavior, stretching, walking, exercise, things of that nature. So you guys, here are 3 choices. We have the Journeyman, we have the Friends, and we have, I think it's Tatine the Self. Yeah, Tatine the Self. I was like, that's either an L or a T. And funnily enough, when I first got this deck years ago, I read the book, but I only read it once because I feel like whatever comes through with channeling, sometimes it's altered, and I don't like to memorize and say verbatim what comes out of the books when it comes to reads like this, because sometimes it's in coordination and like in tandem with the tarot and or other oracle card that comes up. So I'm going to have a quick sip of water, and I'm going to let you guys, I love this card so much, I'm going to let you guys make your choice, and then we'll begin. Okay, you guys, so the Journeyman. So this definitely speaks to where you are going in your life path, and we're going to pull one each of these. Ooh, closing doors, completion. So this really is how we get cosmically correct. We don't have a million doors open and tabs open when we need to close them. They could be certain acquaintances or people in our life that bring in drama or problems. They could have addictions, whatever. We could, unbeknownst to ourselves, being enabling them by listening endlessly to their problems and their dramas they create, but we need to close the door on that. It could be lending money, resources, and other things to people where there's no reciprocity and they really just see you as the giving tree. This could also be in your journey with a certain person that you may have put kind of like all your eggs in one basket, thinking, oh, this person is definitely for me. Because what happens in our mind, we create a picture, and when we envision it over and over in our brain and in our mind, in our existence, it starts to, we have intentionality towards that to come to fruition, whether it's a relationship with them, spending our life with them, whatever it is. And if we're realizing there's no reciprocity and there's no warmth and give back, that we need to close the door on that. And sometimes we can revisit it in the future, but now if it's just a distraction and it's disheartening, we can let go of that. This could also be where you guys have just learned a really beautiful karmic lesson and you're ready. For a lot of you guys, it could be self-care and love, whatever. It could be knowing it's possible and what you're feeling is true. The choice is yours and what path you want to pursue. So you close the door on the alternates, things that, could have been through the power of suggestion from other people. You took it on board and thought that was a way that you were supposed to go, or that would have meaning in your life because pressure from outside people. You should go to this school, you should have this job, this should be your vocation. You're closing the door on other people's opinions of where you should go and what you should do, because you now know the direction you should go and what you should choose for sure. Now, I'm also saying you're honoring what I thought and who you are were not the same thing. You release all expectations and you create an opening because you're now closing on that door on who you might have thought you were. That means your limitations. Because you're limitless, you're going to realize I can really go anywhere and do, be, say, think, and feel anything that I want, regardless of what other people are saying. Big picture thinking now. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas and choices are going to come to you. Again, believing, knowing it's possible, whatever you're feeling can come true. Also, receivership. I receive and acknowledge inspiration and continue looking for clear confirmation in my path and what I'm doing. This could be anything. People of the arts, creatives, and harder paths in life where it's all on us, right? We're not just following some dictation of somebody in our office. You need to fax this to this person, do that, get that ready, where we're just accomplishing other people's lists. This is creation born of our own ideas and inspiration, and you guys are going to be beautiful at this. You see it, you smell it, you feel it. It's in animation, it's in physical form. You are shaping this creation with your own beautiful insights, and know that you are on a journey, and never ever doubt or feel that you don't have this resplendent, beautiful gift. It comes in many different forms, and oftentimes as we hone it, it gets richer and better and the image becomes sharper. I know when I first started making jewelry, I could devise beautiful works of art, but I had a hard time with the closures, making things really strong, having it, not pinch, because I would see beautiful beads, but what I didn't understand that was you use lots of tiny beads that are faceted, it pulls the little hairs out of the back of your neck and it gets uncomfortable. So I would start to use different and better methods. That's what you're going to do. Hone your craft, surrender, choose to feel relief, and know that you're ready for change, to do whatever it takes to make this rearrangement of sorts. One of the things that I'm doing for myself is I'm letting some of the air out of the tires and releasing some of the pressure. I pressurize myself. I love to be productive and have everything out when I see it. I want everybody else to be able to see it and experience it. I'm taking my time to make sure everything is kind of polished, in due order, calmly and effectively. I'm not racing with anybody else, comparing numbers or doing anything. It is just your journey and how you want to do this. A journey is fun. It's meant to experience the richness of life, and that's what's going to be taking place for you, Group 1. Please comment down below if this is you and you feel this Pleiades energy and you realize that you are coming to a completion of something and you've got to close doors. Sometimes we fear change because we think we're going to then have less of something, but that creates a healthy void to have more of the things that are healthy and that are going to help bring us to a higher vibration. That's why drag is called dragging a boat. You always need an anchor, but you don't need it dragging you along the bottom of the sea. It will slow you down. So release things. When a boat takes on water, people get rid of that water, right? Some of the water gets old and stale. You need to be able to really fortify yourself with fresh energy, and that's what you're going to be doing on your journey, which I love for you. Beautiful energy, Group 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below. And last night while I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy, I started making fun jewelry. I'm really into like popping lake and ocean blues, and I've been making some pieces, and I'll put them over on IG as I make them. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get in my Etsy store, but I post them on IG, so if you want to come over to Sparkwist11 and see them. I'm also running some specials that I'm going to be posting later today on some really unique spreads. They're going to be all about love, the law of attraction, in regards to our current relationships. And one of my favorite things that came up was, I call it everything and then more. It's everything. What is your subconscious trying to tell you that you're ignoring? How do others view you? How can you be more true to yourself? This is like, I think it's going to end up being something like a 18, 19 point spread, but I love it because it's the full gamut. So if you guys are interested in that, come on over and say hello. And if you feel like you want some more information, feel free to watch all 3 of these. I feel like always interesting little facets come in amongst these larger reads that I really like. And this deck is a holy moly, just beautiful basket of all this magic. I love this deck. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to start with you guys. So let's see what is going on with that. I'm going to start with one of these cards. The Courageous Peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So within new friendship groups that are going to be forming, kindred spirits that are coming in, and in your current situation, let yourself be seen. Unadulterated, unfiltered you, fully authentic. If you have a cause you want to speak on, something that you are just wholeheartedly excited about it, go for it. I feel like you're learning and growing to be a better you. So express your love on this life journey to other people. That helps them gain access and awareness to their true selves as well. To not be shy, like, hey, by the way, I want to write a book, not without fear of being laughed at or criticized. Remember, before we speak, even if it's a long held kind of like I call it attachment style, but friendship style, where, you know, sometimes we have this banter that is like sarcastic and whatever. Really try to reel that in and be your most supportive self with somebody. Pause before you say something and say, if somebody said that to me in some sarcastic manner or something, would I really be kind of insulted by that or feel like that's not fun? Because oftentimes we start this relationship and we get in this groove and it's hard to get out, and it can become less and less supportive the more sarcasm, criticism. Even if we're doing it lightheartedly for a place where people go, I'm only joking, there's usually a thread of truth in that, and it's saying, you know, I'm not really being 100% behind you or supportive. Let that go and have the courage to go forward and, you know, really be accepting, you know, that you are growing to be a better you, and you are going to be able to believe in all the possibilities for yourself. The love that you're choosing and accepting this gift to impart now. Deep within you, you are safe in your heart. You can do that to others, show support and love as well. And when we do that, we say something that's very supportive and loving, it raises our vibrations. We cycle up. It is an amazing process where we just all of a sudden feel good. Oh yeah, look at this. Get ready. You're going to be the one, I feel like, that heralds and change within your friendship and family group, where if you see a pattern, you know, that's unsupportive, you're going to start to initiate change in that and go, wow, that's a great idea. I'm really excited. Is there some way I can help you? Really, honestly trying to help somebody. And if something is, in your opinion, dangerous or so far-fetched, or it is going to be like a financial black hole, and you really feel this, that you can approach it from a very sound reasoning and compassionate place as well. Because sometimes people like, oh, I'm going to invest everything in this, that you're able to herald change within your family, maybe get them to see and approach life more rationally if they just spend money as soon as they get it. Whatever it is, you are going to initiate this wonderful change for people and see it from a really healthy perspective. And your reality is going to shift to have more understanding of you and how you prioritize things and why you want to be helpful in all of this, but really to have access to this beautiful change within, you know, your world and what's going on within it. Oh, so look at this. Yeah, you guys, you are going to have part of this beautiful Six of Inspiration, where again, you're going to be able to initiate change. You're going to be able to, you know, go. This is kind of like night energy, I feel, and nights are on a journey of the soul. They quest for unique truths. They search for new insights, deeper understanding of life, and connection to spirit. They are the wholehearted explorers of new worlds and ways of life. So since they're full of action and movement, they push forward and they push through obstacles very easily, and that's what you're going to be able to do. So you're going to be able to really see things from other people's beautiful, warm, happy perspectives, and just really cohabitate beautifully well with others. And I feel like night's elements are also air, so it represents mind, intellect, mental clarity, communication, life force. And air is prana, vital energy, and we take that in with every breath. So we're going to be able to use our perception and analytical abilities to really co-create with other people beautifully, other people right now really beautifully, because we're able to see it from their perspective, and our ego just takes a backseat. We're like, listen, we always blend well and work well with others when we take everybody into account, all their feelings, all their ideas, right? So it's about pausing, assessing, and just, you know, being in flow state. You're going to be in a beautiful flow state, and I feel like your friends are also going to be supportive of you and helpful with you. And realize that you are a unique, loving, grateful, kind, beautiful person, that you're constantly evolving and growing. And as you are, so are people in your family and your friends around you. So how can you be of assistance? How can you seek assistance? All of that. Being truthful when you really need to clear the air about an event or a feeling. and really speak honestly with healthy boundaries. And you're going to be moving in that kind of like auric field, and it's going to be very cleansing, very growth orientated, and very, very helpful. I'm going to pull one more of these. Oh, I love this. Himself. I also feel that a beautiful individual is going to avail their resources to you. Somebody sees this as a cosmic helper, a guide, it could be like a human, you know, a human. I just call them kindreds because I feel like our soul companions and kindreds keep igniting our passions with who we are in our life, and they come in at certain points and they help us. You're going to have a beautiful male counterpart kindred that comes in that's going to help you too, that lets you laugh at, you know, some of the silly foibles that happen in our lives and not take ourselves so seriously. I feel one wonderful thing about a masculine energy is too, when like dudes get in an argument, they can get over it very quickly. They don't take things so personally, and they don't let it kind of fester. They don't overthink it, where sometimes in feminine energy, that's why things, just think of things like those, the reality shows, how some of the women can let tiny little things come in and really disrupt their peace of mind. It can be just a nasty little insult or comment, where if you just let that ride and you're like, that's really that person's energy, who gives a flying whoop, I'm going to enjoy this vacation and just let it go. That's what you're going to learn to do, to traverse any of those weird conflicting energies and just be like, that is them and this is me, and I'm fine where I'm at, and I'm going to push forward beautifully. You know, you're going to have that wonderful energy and a beautiful little consort that helps you, again, that beautiful knight energy, where I feel like, you know, young and courageous, you're willing to take risks and do what's necessary to follow your hearts and dreams, and you're going to push forward awesomely and be able to do this. You know, it's like the perfect shake and bake recipe. You're going to have exactly what you need for this. I love that energy for you, group 2. Comment down below if this is you, and you do feel an aching for beautiful kindreds and friends that you can be 100% yourself with and just laugh, and you can look any which way on earth. It doesn't matter. You don't feel like you have to prove yourself or look a certain way or own certain assets or have resources to feel like you are special and loved around these people, because they are coming for you and you deserve them. So that's you, my beauties. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below, and if you want to get in on any of my awesome read specials that I'm doing and my spreads over on IG, come on over there at Sparkwist11. Thank you guys for all your love and support, and my patrons. Your reads are going to be with you this evening. I like to do them on the 1st. I feel like the 1st is, it's that opening of a fresh page. Like, you know what, the 1st of anything are going to be exciting and wonderful, and we can use the 1st to set intentionality towards the rest of the month, how we're going to be. We're going to give ourselves fun little rewards and things to look forward to. So we're excited about our life, right? We're not going to allow things to get stale and stagnant and be in our comfort zone to our detriment. We're going to stretch and grow and get excited about things. Little trips, a town we've never been to, a beach we've never been to, conversation we've never had, right? Enriching, beautiful energy for you. Yay! I'm so excited for you, group 2. Beautiful, beautiful. And now we're going to go on to group 3. I love this so much. Tatine the Sylph. Okay, gorgeous people. Tatine the Sylph. Now this has a lot of queen energy to me. So what I feel like is coming through to you guys too, your cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer, bringing in what you want. Now the queens hold the heart and soul of their suits, and they are the mother, the goddess, priestess. Queen is a compassionate ruler. They represent the highest aspect of maternal love, mature feminine expression. The heart wisdom rules with confidence and power, right? You just know you're right because your intentions are love and compassion, right? So you just move through these phases with ease. The queen is a caregiver. They nurture the world's children, nature, environment, overseeing family and motherhood issues, and offering the gift of great love. So we're always like in a position to be helpful and loving and kind. And whenever it presents itself, we do exactly that. And you're going to be doing that. Again, the sylph is like just this beautiful kind of silver fairy that moves in and brings and operates from a really high vibration, which in turn creates healing, right? I love this. So you are going to be devoted to helping others and yourself and healing. Other people see you in this light as well. So remember, I love this. This is Epona's wild daughter. So you are a free spirit. A lot of us are, we are kind of like the wild child. I remember nobody's gonna tell me what to do when I was younger. And I used to just have these spurts of like just crazy creative energy and just do wild things and decide I'm going to go do this. Me and my cousin, we should legit be like on life support after some of the stuff we got up to. Oh, low tide, no problem. We're going to do this thing that we called the sand tickle, where you actually dive and the sand tickles your stomach because the dive is so shallow and so is the water. Oh my gosh, we should have broken our neck 1,000 times. Me and my friend Shannon, let's do this thing called the wedgie parade, where when there were storms, we'd sit on the edge of the pier and the waves would come over and push our carcasses down the pier, and you'd get a major wedge from your bathing suit. That bathing suit was dust at the end of one of these because it literally scraped against cement. And we get all these scrapes and think it's so funny. Like all of these things, you know, this is where we go out and we have fun escapades. That's not saying that we make life dangerous or we're jumping off cliffs, but this is the kind of full moon energy. Like, I want to try this. I want to do this. I want to see, experience, and feel this. Now, this is a reminder. Sometimes we are going to have people around us that do have a lost compass. And every once in a while, we can drop ours for a day. This is when our ego or what we want, we think has to supersede everybody else. And this is getting realigned. We get back to integrity. We don't need to say something that's insulting so we can move across the chessboard of life and come out ahead. We don't need to seem more important or special. This, I feel like, ascribes to your life right now, where it may come to anything that you post on social media, your likes and your comments. I feel like every once in a while, people feel they start to base how special, unique, or wonderful their life is according to that, and it has nothing to do with anything. We all know the amount of stuff that gets swamped in all kinds of social media. People, even if I really love something, I'll realize I'm watching it on my TV, so I can't like and subscribe and do that because I'm watching this particular person, and then I forget, and in due course, if I'm on my computer and I will later go comment. That doesn't mean I didn't absolutely love the effort this person put forth in this video, in this whatever. So remember that we are not our likes, and we are not our subscribers, and we are not our comments, right? Let's get back to integrity. How do we feel about ourselves? How are we operating? Are we giving room for our beautiful, wild, you know, daughter energy to come out and be this unique, loving, grateful, kind human being that motivates and inspires others as well as ourselves? Again, it's this Queen of Wands, full of energy and loves a challenge. And once she's committed to a goal that's heartfelt and true to her, she goes forward with full determination and dedication. And your guides want you to do this. Push forward. You can create and manifest your vision and dreams like no other time in your life in the next 60 days, you guys. Encourage yourself to look at things in a more expansive way. You will become an excellent leader and counselor. The Queen of Wands energy is dedicated to the path of spiritual truth, and you're not waylaid by the mundane 3D energy of what other people are trying to infuse into your life, or how they're trying to label you, or how they're trying to limit you. Forget it. You are way beyond that. You are going to believe and trust in yourself. This is a time of deep healing on many levels. When we open ourselves to dark unknown Kundalini energy, allowing it to really ascend into the light. So you guys may be having some painful truths that come out. Oh gosh, I overthink things. I am a perfectionist, so I can't start this because I think myself into a flurry of, inactivity, basically just thinking instead of action. So let me move a muscle and change a thought. That beautiful energy will come in. Jump in. Yeah, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So a lot of you guys in the next 60 days, you're going to find yourself being hell-bent to have a good time, to have great, healthy, fun exchanges with other people. Your heart chakra, you being a channel for powerful creative energy of spirit, right? I feel like this is a lot of Saint Bridget energy too, and that's an Irish saint of the ancient Celtic goddess of fire, illumination, and healing. And you're going to share in the same mastery of fire. You're going to be able to bring light and promise of spring and rebirth to your life. I feel like you're going to be like, whoa, yeah, I am not really into this comfort zone where nothing really happens. Yes, nothing good or bad happened, but I'm getting indifferent to what's really occurring during the day. Same old, maybe too much Netflix and chill, maybe too much dormant energy. I want to be lit from within. I want fire. I want this wild daughter energy where I am tasting life. I am getting that. I gotta just tell you about this crazy ass dream that I had for a minute because it was so bizarre and berserk. And it was basically me at this huge party that was in a multi-layered kind of universe house. I've been watching too many Guardians of the Galaxy, but basically lots of people going on, and I could see and feel their energy, being an empath, but it was really, really like potent energy. And who's that guy? Anyway, it'll come to me. Oh yeah, Downey Jr. I don't know why his first name. I like love him too. Robert Downey Jr. was there, and all these people that were in all these different films. He was like, Mel, you got to go find the most delicious drink that tastes like liquid smoke. Go find it. This whole house was covered, and I don't drink or smoke or anything. And I guess I was just going to do this empathically. And the walls were covered with, this is the weird thing, it was a combination of perfume and liquor. So if I chose the wrong thing, he'd basically be drinking perfume and he could get poisoned. So I see this thing and I'm like, oh, and just by touching the bottle, you could taste it. It was really weird. I had this weird ability. So I pulled this out, sat down, I just waved him because he was holding court and talking to some people. This girl legit whips out a gun and shoots me in the arm. And she is like, you're not taking Robert Downey Jr. away from us. It's, like some weird thing. She shot us, but I was a celestial. So I healed, punched her out. Him and I left, and all of a sudden I was wearing this crazy wig, and it was like a like a Betsy Johnson wig with all those braids and stuff, and we just took off and poofed out. But then we walked into this room where there was this old wise woman, as well as, Citrine. He was there, and he was back, and he was covered in ash, and he was sitting on the table, and he had all this soot on him, and I was so happy and wigged out that he was back and safe, and I was hugging him and dancing, and then I woke up. It was one of those things where it was like this whole cacophony of craziness, but it was so realistic, and it was like I existed in all these dimensions and places all at once, and I woke up, but it was invigorating because it had a lot of symbolism to me, and it made a lot of sense. It's where people become possessive. That was like the woman who shot me, like she wanted things a certain way, and she thought by eliminating me she would have that. But I mean, you want to take somebody out, you're going to shoot them in the arm. And anyway, I was a celestial, so it didn't even affect me. It was crazy. But all of that, and wanting to connect with people, and having the ability to tell between what's poison for us and what can be like a fun, crazy ingestion of some kind of spirit, all of this stuff. But I feel like it is your time to jump in and whip it up with good friends, have a good time, realize that you're worthy of this, that you are not here to just do laundry and work and, get caught up in heavy 3D energy. Let yourself get immersed in music and song and dance and feel good, feel the brightness, make happiness a priority, right? And I posted, be gentle with yourself in the process, create a beautiful, clear vision, how you want to do this, believe in it, connect with the universe, feel grateful for what you already have, surrender to the outcome, trust in this divine timing, and live in this beautiful, authentic life that you're meant to. Because I feel like you already have integrity, you're open and honest, you speak with love, you're a spiritual being, and you are turning the corner where you get to be at peace and realize all is well, and that you are healing and you're becoming enlightened and you're one with everything that is. So that's you, gorgeous, gorgeous group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below. Have a great day.